Hi, my name is Peter Petkovsek. I am a theater director originally from Slovenia and also doing practice research at the University of Leeds in the UK. Um, and the research I'm doing is combines theater topics of theater and environment. And so I'm interested in how intercultural, co-creative storytelling, in this case, in the form of theater, can sort of locate and co-create the environmental stories that need to be told in this moment for a certain place, either because they are new stories because of changes that have happened in the last years, or because they're old stories, but they need to be told in a new way, or to a new generation of people. All of this to kind of think about what I call value-based climate change mitigation. So, how to use storytelling and theater uh, in order to try and basically think about values and relating to the environment. And in the article, in this issue, I do that partnering up with Alejandra Aillapan Huiriqueo, who is an indigenous activist and creative person and from Chile, belonging to the Mapuche nation. And so we co-created a stage version of a Mapuche legend from the town Villarrica, next to the lake and next to the town Pucón. So the play is called Aillaquillen, Isla de Nueve Lunas, or Island of Nine Moons. And it's a local legend that my creative partner, Alejandra, found or has known about from her kind of family heritage, from her Mapuche family heritage. And it contests the more well-known, more colonially colored version of this play, of this legend. And it talks about how the only island that exists on the lake Aillaquillen, which is the Villarrica lake, next to the town Villarrica in sort of central southern Chile, how it was created. And it's a story about a young Mapuche couple who are expecting a baby and they want to cross the lake to get to the young mothers to be community to have the baby there. But because they're sort of nervous about having the baby and so on, they forget to um, ask permission to cross the lake and to enter this territory and to ask help from the elements and from the Nyin, the spirits who are the spirit protectors of the land that they're in. And because they forget to do that, they get in trouble. There's the puelche, the wind starts blowing and doesn't let them cross, doesn't let them get to the other side of the lake. And then the baby starts to arrive in that moment, so they're in danger. And they realize that they've forgotten kind of to honor the values that their tradition, their ancestors have lived by. And then they do that. They ask forgiveness, they ask for help, and the elements come to their aid. And all four elements, earth, fire, wind, and water, come together to create the island so that they can land and have the baby safely. And that's why the island is now called the Island of Nine Moons, Aillaquillen in the Mapudungun language. And it sort of talks in it are these themes of the Mapuche worldview or cosmovision, which talks about asking permission before you enter a space, showing respect, acknowledging interconnectedness between all types of beings that exist in that space, and then showing reciprocity, so giving something back and expressing gratitude. And so we kind of explored how to do that in a performance in a theatrical form and kind of keep that. And then I came from Europe and from a UK university and with kind of Western theater training background. And Alejandra brought Mapuche culture and tradition and we tried to combine those when we co-created and then staged this play. She was really happy and really keen on trying to put this into some sort of theatrical form to stage it because it's not as well known as a slightly different version of the same legend, which in which a Mapuche princess falls in love with like a Spanish colonial sort of person, and so it's kind of like a Pocahontas story. So she calls it the Disney version, but it's not the real version. The real version is, of course, a Mapuche couple kind of within their culture and tradition, and so she wanted also to spread that version to have it more so more people know it than the kind of colonial one.